congratulations on the show. How much fun was it being part of a cast that seems to have had so much fun off screen, but it's been so darkly toxic on screen?
Yeah, I know, very dark and toxic, but actually we all get along. So I don't know, it was just like acting, but it didn't really feel like work. It was like we were all just hanging out at summer camp or something.
And of course in one of the best locations in the world as well.
Yes, exactly.
So how much fun was that, being in some of those enormous houses?
Enormous houses, really big, really beautiful houses. But it was also off season, so it was really cold, and there was only like one bar and like one restaurant we could go to. So we had to become resourceful.
And how did you become involved in this in the first place? Did you have to go through the audition process, and how long was that?
No, I got sent the scripts, and I met with Susanne, and we spoke about the part, and just sort of got a general vibe for each other. And then I read the first 3, and I was like, oh no, I have to do this show. And I sent her like a very passionate letter, and she gave me the part.
And how long was it from then till actually setting foot on set?
I think about 6 weeks. Yeah.
And it was about a year-long shoot?
No, it was 3 months.
Oh, okay.
It took us a year to complete it because of the strikes. So we kept having to go back and shoot it again, and go back and shoot it again, and try to get everybody's schedules together. It was kind of insane.
And for you, what are you going to take away from this as being the most satisfying thing?
Oh, just working with your friends. It's so much fun. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the show, and thank you so much for speaking to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey!